Stop scrolling. You just found your new favorite blog. Welcome to Vital Aging and Glow, where we talk about everything healthy aging, wellness, and fun life after 40. Sound interesting? It's gonna be a good time. If you're here to feel happier, healthier, and fabulous every day, you are in the right place. So, buckle up, grab a snack, or even a cup of coffee, ladies and gentlemen, and let's get into today's video. No dull moments. By the way, my name is Michelin. I am a certified health coach. I am also a nutrition coach. So, today's video, I am going to be focusing on morning routines, or let's say daily routines. Because if you have not been bombarded by these videos online, I have been bombarded by videos of daily routines, morning routines online, where most of these beautiful girls and beautiful men, they come out and tell you they wake up at 3 a.m. and preparing celery juices at that 3 a.m. in the morning, drinking it and then going for a run and then coming back, opening their windows, beautiful windows to for fresh air to come in. And seriously, guys, I asked myself, how much does those people sleep and when do they go to bed? Because I know for them to come out with such faces, they must have slept so well. I realized that most of these girls are people who don't even have a regular job, like me and you. They kind of wake up in the morning and all they do is just go for, do their content creation and make money from their content creation. And seriously, why I tried as much as possible to see if I could fit into that lifestyle, it didn't work for me. I had to retire. I told myself I had to work with a template that would work for me because I am a nurse. I start work at 6 a.m. in the morning when I'm doing morning shift. And when I'm doing afternoon, it's a different ball game. And when I'm doing night, it's also a different ballgame. And I know there are so many people out there with this same profile, of lifestyle. There are also people out there who also work, from 8 to 5, or from 9 to 5, and there are people who work from 8 to 5. So these people cannot fit in, into this kind of lifestyle, into this kind of, daily routine. It's a difficult, kind of lifestyle to adapt. So today I am going to be showing you guys, I'm going to be talking about my doable, practical, normal human being kind of lifestyle that I do every day to keep my body, amazing, to keep my body feeling amazing, feeling energized, and also that keeps me happy and active all day. So if you want to hear it, just stay tuned to this video. You know what they say, morning sets a tone to your day. So whatever you do in the morning, it determines how your day is going to be. That's what I understood is the meaning. Now, for my morning routine, I have a slogan, and that slogan is get up and get moving. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. No dull moments, like I said before. Now, you wake up in the morning and that alarm, start, disturbing your ear, and the next thing you just snooze, bam. Seriously, you snooze 5 times. I think that's supposed not to be what you should be doing, because I have been there, I've tested it, I tried it, and I was still late and I was still feeling tired all through the day. So instead of, thinking on how you are going to like manipulate your alarm, do these steps. Hydrate like a champion. This is what I usually do. First thing in the morning, immediately I get out of bed, the next thing I go for a 500 milliliter cup of water. This does me a whole lot of good. I mean, it kickstarts my metabolism. So far, so good. And if you are someone who takes coffee like me, first thing in the morning as well, well, not first thing in the morning, like after taking water, I take that water and then I go for like a cup of black coffee in the morning. It is really like so refreshing because the coffee like kickstarts my day. And don't forget that coffee has a diuretic effect, which can really elevate a little bit of your blood pressure, keeping you like very ready for the day, like keeping you awake for the day. So, going for a cup of water would do you a whole lot of good, and it is really scientifically proven. So, it's something that has worked for so many people. You know, it's working for me, and I know it will work for you. Next, stretch like a cat. Seriously, if you do, your muscles are going to be as happy as ever throughout the day. You want to walk like that classic girl, like that boss girl, Seriously, you need to stretch your muscles immediately you get out of bed. It is very, very important because you want to keep your muscles really like, very active. You want to wake them up, and this is a way to really wake them up because it can help you, not walk like a robot. Next, I do is I make sure that I get a very nice breakfast. Breakfast is, they say, is an important meal of the day. But in these days where people are trying to stay slim, many people are going into the lifestyle of fasting and, in order to really stay, keep their weight. This is a very important thing. But however, whenever you want to have that breakfast, make sure that you have them nutrient dense. Make sure that your breakfast is full of protein and full of fiber. This is something that, as a woman in your 40s, this is something you would want to have because it will do your body a whole lot of good. I mean, give your body what your body wants, and seriously, you definitely will reap the fruits of your labor. I mean, your body will give you back, nice things. So, like I said, make sure that your breakfast is full of protein and healthy fats, and it will be something you would love. So, for my midday routine, I have a slogan, and that is avoid the energy crash, Michelle. So, I make sure that that 3 p.m. energy dip, I try as much as possible to avoid it. I know you are struggling with the same, issue because sometimes many people come back from work and they tell you that they are totally tired. They cannot do anything. So I make sure that I avoid, crashing that energy. So what do? I keep moving. First thing, keep moving at every hour. Set a timer, get up, check it out. Nobody will judge you for it. This is your life and nobody else's. One thing I would let you guys know, because the thing is that it's sometimes difficult for you to even remember when you are so busy at work to remember that you have to, like, stand up and walk around. This is normal, So what I usually do is listen to my watch and listen to my ring. Both of them give me like a kind of, alert. It's time to move. So whatever it is I am doing, I just stand up. Even if it is just for a minute, I just walk around. But the thing is that as a registered nurse, my work entails moving all the time. So I am talking about people who don't have the opportunity, because I have been in the corporate world before. So I know what it is to just sit on a table and, not moving at all. So while I'm talking about this, I am also incorporating people like that with such, lifestyle profile. So like I said, I move all the time, I get reminded by my watch, whatever it is that I'm doing, I just stand up, even if it is just like, taking a walk for a minute, it is very, very important for me. So I try to move. Then another thing that I try to do is I snack smart. Snacking smart is just the key to go. So don't bombard yourself with all those calories, Skip that sugar bomb. Seriously, if you want to know where you have the unhealthiest food in the world, it is the pantries of the nurse's office. The nurse's office, they have lots and lots of unhealthy food. chocolates, cakes, sweets. Name them seriously. These things are filled up in the pantries there. The thing being that patients and their family members want to thank the nurses for what they're doing. The kind of some people bring yogurt. Sorry, some people bring cakes. Some people bring sweets, chocolates, and all that. And that is why we have it. Like lots of them in the pantries. But the most important thing is your discipline, towards this thing. So you have to discipline yourself on how to, you know, make those things a priority. So skip that sugar bomb, go more for protein and healthy fats. Like I said before, if you are looking for good snacks, look for things like nuts. Nuts are really really good. They are protein packed and also nutrient dense. Look for things like yogurt as well. They are also good. If you can take the one without sugar, it is a whole lot of nutrient inside. Then another thing is going for a banana and peanut butter. This is my favorite, and you would love it. This is what my father taught me, banana and peanut butter. And since then, I never forget. Next thing that you have to also do is make sure that you get a sunlight break. Getting a sunlight break is very very important, at least even if it's just for like having a free vitamin D, so you don't have to spend that money on supplements. It is very important taking yourself outside to get that fresh air. It really feels so good, even if it's just for 5 minutes. It's very important. Step outside, and get that free vitamin D. Exhale, inhale, fresh air, and let Mother Nature do something good to your body. You would love it at the end. So, unfortunately, people like us living in Germany in the winter, we don't get that, sunlight. We only get that. In fact, sunlight is like a luxury for us, and sometimes I supplement vitamin D. So, it is very important that you get a sunlight break, incorporate it in your daily activities, and you will see how your body, feels amazing just by doing that. Next is my evening routine. So my evening routine is also not as complicated, as my midday routine and my morning routine. And I also have a slogan because I have a slogan for all of them, unwind like a pro. That's what my Uro ring tells me. Unwind. It's time to unwind, But the thing is that before I started my health journey, before I really got, this idea of what health, and wellness is all about, I used to like take my phone, I scroll down, watch Facebook, watch TikTok video. Those things could be very, very addicting. So I kind of like watch until my phone falls on my face, and then drops off, and that's when I sleep. So this thing is something so many people are struggling with, and I tell you, it is not the way to go at all. Rather, do this. No screen time before bedtime. This will do you a whole lot of good because if you adopt that style of no screen time before bedtime, you would enjoy, your night. Try instead reading a book. If you are not this kind of person who reads, try doing meditation. If you are not this person who does meditation, stare at the ceiling, before until your eyes start drooping. Because if you go and start looking at those TikTok rabbit holes, seriously, you will find yourself looking at them, getting addicted to them, and not even sleeping at all. Before you know it, you wouldn't know the amount of time you have wasted, just by looking at those things. At the end of the day, you have little sleep, and then in the morning, you wake up with some kind of face that if you look at yourself in the mirror, you will be like, this is not me, and you will start looking for one anti-aging cream, to to correct them. So like I said, no screen before bed. Then second thing that I do is I do gratitude checking. For me, doing gratitude checking, is very, very important. The thing is that I had the opportunity, for my apps, to really remind me that I have to do these things. So when I get into bed, I have to like write down the things, that makes me happy that day. Even if it is really like, not spilling coffee on my body, yeah, I would write it as well. But well, if you read my gratitude books, you're gonna laugh because as soon as sometimes I write, yeah, I didn't get an angry patient today, or probably I would say, yeah, I did patient, did not, I didn't get like, um patients that are really in their worst situation that I have to like, clean some asses. My friend read my gratitude book and he was really like, freaking out, like with laughter. Anyway, so these are kind of like things I do. I focus more on the positive things of the day and disconnect myself from the negative things because you don't want to like, take that stress of the day to bed. So the only way you unwind and stay solid, with your resilience is by focusing on the positive things. Next thing that I do, which practically is going to be the last thing, is I get cozy and I chill. I dim the light, I grab my beautiful blanket because I love sleeping pretty, and I tell my brain, we sleep now. And that is it. That's what my evening routine looks like. And from my morning routine, my afternoon routine, and my evening routine, you will realize that I have incorporated almost all my wellness habits into it. Whether you have a child, you are single, have a child, or have children, you can like adopt this kind of, lifestyle by incorporating them, to adapt just the same way because you are carrying them along. Even if you have a partner, it is also the same thing. If you are single like me, someone who doesn't have a partner, then so be it. You know, you stay active, you feel amazing, and there is no regret, and you also feel energized. This is one of the things we want and we want to keep doing. So you see, you don't need to do all those celery, smoothies and kale smoothies, and run at 3 a.m. in the morning or even take an ice bath. So try out one of these things that I have talked about today and let me know in the comment section below the one that you are stealing from me. If you do try it, don't forget to let me know. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share it with people who might also need some daily boost, you know, and let's get the conversation going. Thank you for coming by once again. Stay healthy, stay beautiful and amazing.